Juliana Ron has replaced Frank. Before we go to Jules, Craig, does this make sense? We haven't really had a chance to talk to you about this whole situation. Ten Hag taking over?
Do you know, I was thinking about it, and I struggle to convince myself what manager's going to work at Man United at the moment. They've tried so many. The recruitment has been so bad. The attitude of a lot of players has been horrendous. The form of a lot of players has been horrendous. The camaraderie at that club, whether they agree or not, has been poor. So, unless you were giving me Guardiola or Klopp at the moment, I think I struggle to convince myself who just is the right man. I think there's no doubt Ten Hag has got a great CV in Holland with Ajax. There's no doubt about that. There's no doubt he knows his stuff. There's also not a doubt that although it's been problematic recently, what Pochettino did at Tottenham, if you look at where they were before and where they are now, was actually quite amazing. But I would hate to think it's just they've chosen Ten Hag over Pochettino because there's a few extra million here or there. Bearing in mind how many millions they've thrown away in the last 5 or 6 years. So I don't know. It's a difficult one. I think it's a better appointment than certainly they've made in recent years. But I find it hard to convince myself that who is the man that's going to turn this ship around, because there are just so many problems at that club.
Yeah.
What happened to Pochettino, Jules?
That's a really good question. I think that's one of the questions that comes with the Ten Hag move to United, of course, is that I think both Pochettino and PSG really saw the United's position as, well, the right ending. You know, you can go there, we get a bit of money, and then we can go and get Zinedine Zidane or someone else or whoever, because clearly they don't really want Pochettino there next season, even if he still has 1 year left on his contract. The problem is, if there's not anymore the United option, then you might have to keep him, even if that's not really what you want. It is going to be one that the PSG hierarchy will have to decide on. You can still get rid of him, of course, and pay him off the last year of his contract and then go and get someone else. But that's not really what they had in mind. They really thought that United would come for him. So this is going to make Pochettino's future more uncertain, for sure, and certainly more difficult to sort out. But United went for who they thought was the best choice.
What do you think of this, Jan?
Well, I think I agree with the boys in terms of Manchester United got so many problems. And if you think that one man can change that, then you have to have the best. They had a chance to get Tuchel. They had a chance to get Conte. Then, of course, they had to fire my man, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. But still, they had a chance. And there is no way that one manager can solve this. And it's quite interesting to see the Manchester United fans, if they are completely honest, they didn't know who Ten Hag was. They had to Google him for the last 2-3 months. And if we're saying that it was the best thing he has done in Holland, yes, there is a lot of managers who can win in Holland, but this was the guy who was available. If they said that Pochettino was the alternative, maybe that was more difficult. But I can't believe that Manchester United, one of the biggest brand in the world, one of the most loaded clubs in the world, should choose Ten Hag because it was a cheap solution. There must be someone thinking that this was the best solution for the club. And just if I may add, Dan, they put in Ralf Rangnick to kind of help them to build a club because he was a club builder and so on. You can agree or disagree if that was a good idea, but it seems that he's put 100% on the sideline. So Manchester United just keep on driving like a ship, like going forward, back, and they will keep doing that. And Ten Hag got an unbelievable job ahead of him. First of all, is to try to close the windows in the dressing room, because it seems they have vote for everything that Manchester United are going to do. And maybe Mark, who has got so good sources at Manchester United, soon we will have the votes. It was 20 for one decision and 5 against 1. I mean, that is so embarrassing that a big club like Manchester United they need to solve.
Last word on this to you, Craig.
Again, it's just the unknown. I hope it works out for him, because I think, you know, it'd be good to see Man United back competing again. But it's a long way off. I think they're probably going to lose Pogba again on a free transfer for the second time. We're talking about bad business. just bad business after bad business after bad business. It's recruitment, it's football structure at the club, and it's how much power the likes of Ten Hag will have over the financial executives at that football club and ownership. A huge job, particularly when you look at where Liverpool and Manchester City are. So if it is Ten Hag, we wish him well. But boy, I struggle to see how he's going to turn this ship around in anything but maybe 4 or 5, maybe even 6 years. It's going to take a while.
Craig, in your salmon hoodie, thank you very much. We'll let you go. Thank you very much for watching ESPN FC on YouTube. For more highlights, analysis and exclusive content, be sure to subscribe.